Oh my God, this is so the music. I have had an issue the past week, really, all week long. I guess just Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, where every stream I have gotten issues with copyright music. So I am scraping the bottom of the barrel. What we are listening to is a band from the late 90s called the Hodads. Now, you might ask how I know about the Hodads. Well, you hear the bass? That's me playing the bass. This is where the song falls apart. About no, it's coming up. Do 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 do. So I've talked about this band on the stream before. I doubt anybody remembers. Oh God, this was so much fun. Okay, so the Hodads were a completely improvised band. Every song you hear, this was the first and only time the song was played. This was it. This was it. It was completely improvised. You just come in, you just do it, and then the lead singer, Sean, this guy Sean, who used to be a buddy of mine. I guess he's still a buddy of mine. We're friends on Facebook and everything, but weird guy. But oh my God, what a lyrical genius! But I didn't even think about this, about like trying to find music that I did a long time ago. Like, for example, okay, I'm going to see, will that continue to play? Okay. Bothered. Like, I had a bunch of songs that, like, I just randomly, like, did when I was younger. There were bands that I was in. Okay, like, let's go with another. This is, I would say, the better of the bands that I was in. The other band, I can't even find, I guess I don't have any songs from them. It was a band called 10th and 7th. They were 10th and 7th. And, oh man, they were bad. We actually weren't that bad. We weren't that bad. I liked it. I liked the music. I just wish I could find the, no, I can't find any of the songs. I'm just glad I found the Hodads though. Oh, there was another band, Jane. What was it called? Was it Run Jane Run? Or no? Oh my God, I can't remember the name of the band. Dead Jane Dead, I think it was. Dead Jane. Yes, it was Dead Jane Dead. So there was three of us. We had no drummer. God, why can't I can't even find anything by them. So Dead Jane Dead. It was the amalgamation. I'm going to use big words tonight. It was the amalgamation of the three of us, our favorite bands at the time. There was my favorite band at the time, which was Jane's Addiction, and then one of the guitarists, his favorite band was Grateful Dead, and the other one, his favorite band was Dead Kennedys. So you had Dead Kennedys, Jane's Addiction, Grateful Dead, Dead Jane Dead. And I can't find. Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame. I know I have. Okay, I'm going to turn this off. I know I have a lot of music on some old hard drives, but God forbid that I'm actually able to find that. All right, so today is Thursday, March 12th, 2026. All right, and we're doing it. We're getting it done. I don't know what to do about the copyright music, boys, because everything I find on YouTube, it says, "Oh, it's royalty free, royalty free." Oh, this is all royalty free music. And then the next day, yesterday, it was bad. Look at this. I'm still working my way through all of the copyrighted music. Like this is just like. I don't even know what to do. I'm not sure where to start. So, well, I just start at the top and work my way down. But tonight we're gonna get some stuff done. We're gonna do some work. I am distracted over here a little bit, as I often am, and you might notice I'm wearing a tie. I decided to dress up for you guys. I was thinking about actually wearing a vest, but then I decided against the vest. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to put a wife beater over top of this just to see what it looks like. And I didn't hate the way it looked, honestly, but I decided, I'm going to stick with the shirt and tie. I wanted to present a good version of myself for you people, because I think what we're doing, we're look maxing, right? That's That's what we're doing. We're look maxing. We are going to max out our looks. We're going to that's what this channel is all about. It is about taking what you've got, working with what you've got, and doing the best that you can. And you want to be your very best. Only smart people looking in here, says Matthew. That is right. That is right. So let's get to it. So I realized, like, actually, so for some whatever reason I ended up showering really late today. Like, I showered maybe 45 minutes ago. Normally I shower around 10 o'clock. I like to shower in the morning, and but for whatever reason I showered late today. And I realized when I was in the shower, I was like, well, wait a minute. I just need to create a scriptable object for the task that we were working on, and that's going to be it. I think we're going to be fine. Oh, wait a minute. Did I already do that? What is this? This is for... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait. This is for the mission. Okay. And then here are the tasks. So actually, I should be able to repurpose one of these. But, okay. All right. All right. Okay. Okay. I'm trying to remember how... I still am a little fuzzy on the implementation. So what we did is we had a mission, right? We go back to the mission, and then these are tasks. So okay, so the mission factory is basically just going to iterate through these and create these tasks as needed. So this task, this is the scriptable object, right? Yes, it is. Oh, okay, I see. So in this scriptable object file, this is a... I'm so confused. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait. Whoa. Wait a minute. Script. Arrive at task scriptable object. Okay, so let me see. Okay. Arrive at task. It's been a minute since I've done any programming, okay? So just bear with me. How is this reusable is what I guess I'm getting at. Like, how would I create a new one of these? What exactly would I... Oh, I would just do this. I would just go to create down here, game, and then, okay. So can I just do it? Let's see if again, I wrote this system, but it's been like, what has it been since I wrote the mission system? That was before Senegal. So it was probably like October, November. So it's been a hot minute. It's been like 6 months. So let's start here. I'm just going to do 01 hurry home task, right? And that's going to be the very first task. Okay. So that's task. Okay. All right. Ooh, but wait a minute. Wait. I got to check over here. Ah. Wait. Okay. All right. I'm causing trouble. That's what I'm doing. I'm just going to say it outright. I'm being a little bitch. I'm just going to say it. I'm being a little bitch over here, but sometimes, you just got to be a little bitch. It's just sometimes you got to get the little bitch out of you, because you got to work we all have an inner little bitch. And sometimes we just got to like massage. It's like a cramp, it's like a cramp where you just got to work it out. You got to work it out. So sometimes you just got to massage that inner bitch, that inner little bitch out of you. And that's what I'm doing. So we're not going to talk about that right now. Okay. So actually, I think I already knew that I would need a custom task. So this needs to be... I'm missing something. I think what I'm missing is that see how okay, arrive at task, and then we have arrive at task scriptable object. I think I need this with where is it? Where's scriptable object? Where is script? Is it visual scripting? No. Where is scriptable object? Scripting. Scriptable object script. Okay. So I think what I'm gonna this needs to be scriptable object SO underscore 01 hurry home. Okay, so that's the scriptable object of the task we just started. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay, which means I'm going to delete this because it's as though if it's coming back to me. The scriptable object is like the type. It's an object itself, but it's like a type, and then you create assets of that scriptable object type. Okay. All right. I'm thinking we can improve this. Nope. Nope. So actually, at my day job, I've been struggling. I haven't been struggling as much as okay. I'll just call a spade a spade. I've been struggling. Now, I haven't been struggling at programming because I'm a genius, and I haven't struggled with programming in years. But I've really in my day job I've moved into much more people management, and it's like I like to say that like I don't program computers as much as I used to. I program programmers, and so I've been struggling where I have this one person, and this is kind of what I wanted to talk about on the members only, but I'm just going to say it gently in case anybody's actually listening, right? I have one person who wants to do something in a perfectionist way, and I have another person who wants to do this in a good enough way. And given the time constraints that we have, I'm actually behind the good enough way, even though the person who wants to do it the perfectionist way has seniority, is more experience, more responsibility, blah, 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 blah. But sometimes what is it? Perfection is, what do they say? Perfection is the death of good enough or something like that. So sometimes you have to put perfection aside and just aim to get something that works. And that's what we're going to do first. And it's like in this project I'm talking about in my day job, I've told the perfectionist, like, let's get the good enough version working. We have to get that working, right? Once we get that working, then we can go back and we can perfect it. So that's what I'm going to try it and take my own philosophy here. So, okay, so this is the hurry home scriptable object. Okay, easy. Okay, so this scriptable object is, okay, all right. Oh, wait, I think what I want is I want this to actually inherit from task scriptable object. See, we could get clever. I feel like we could get clever with this and attach a script inside of the scriptable object, and then the events from the script actually are what gets invoked. We're doing that in a kind of like roundabout way, right? We're going to be basically having a script in a scriptable object. And so it's like we have to have two things to accomplish one goal. Whereas I know that there's a nice way, especially given that C# is a very reflective. Is that a word? Reflected. It's a very reflective language, meaning it has excellent support for reflection. And so given that, I feel like we could do this in one way, but let's do it in the pattern that we have. And let's just go with that, right? So we should have an arrive at task scriptable object. Perfect. Easy. Okay. Hurry home. Now, we could even probably make this. You know what? I'm going to kind of go against what I was saying. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this scriptable object instead of hurry home. Oh my God. Okay. We're going to actually rename it. I can do that here actually. Okay, quick actions. That's what I want. I want to rename. Rename. Oh, my stars and garters. I mean, yes, I know I can just click it and rename it, but is that going to update the file name? That's what I want. I want it to update the file name. It used to be under here, quick actions and refactoring. Oh, wait. Oh, it was right there. Or it was right there. Rename. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a scriptable action called, what do we want to call it? Naming is often the hardest part. Are we interviewing for a new job? We might be. Okay. No, I'm interviewing you. You got this. What is it? It's like, you're wrong. You're not interviewing me. I'm interviewing you. You know the reference, right? The like, I'm not in here with you. You're in here with me, or whatever it is. Okay. So what I'm thinking is we're going to have a task. I can see that I can imagine we're going to have a arrived at task within a certain time limit. So I really want to get fancy with this. Okay. Timed arrived at task. I guess we can get rid of this SO at the beginning. Okay. Easy. And then I think we're going to get really fancy and just have this derived from arrived at task scriptable object. Okay. So the scriptable, ooh, wait a minute. How does arrived at know? Oh, why did I put the location? I'm not sure why I put the location inside of the base task object. So, but what I'm getting at is we'll have, okay, so this will be timed at arrived distance, right? And then show how do we do that? I guess we could just do it float time limit, right? And then this would be in seconds. So, okay, all right. Okay, so that is going to be the scriptable object. It holds the data. So now we need a corresponding script. And this is where like I'm getting I really feel like we could have in the task scriptable object, we could have like a script or something. I don't know, Matthew, like is that I'm not asking for your advice on how to do this. I'm asking whether it is a common pattern to have a script attached to a scriptable object. Because if it's a common pattern, then that tells me that my thinking is like makes sense. But if it's not a common pattern, then probably I'm like off the rails somewhere. Okay, it's not common. Okay. And this is where like I have to rely on my junior engineers, because even though they're junior, like they have more experience than me in this particular arena. So that's where I have to rely on the I love calling Matthew a junior because I know it bugs him. Okay. All right. Oh, Lisa, gentlemen only. Are you saying this is sexist? No. Lisa, you are an honorary gentleman. How's that, Lisa? Matt, sirs only. Lisa says, oh my God, is Addie in a tie? I'm not in a tie. I'm wearing a tie. Okay. All right. So we have this. You know what? We might actually just make it so that it's common to have a script in there, but that's all right. Okay. All right. So we got that. We got this. Okay. We're going to do that. Okay. All right. So now we have this arrived at task. How is this going to work? So we have now we need a timed arrived at task. Now, what is the thing? Okay, get home. Okay, so this is what I had created yesterday. We can rename this to arrive at timed. What did I call it? Timed. No. Timed arrived at task. Timed arrive at task. So wait a minute. Yeah. No, no. Wait, what? Who? This is the scriptable object. Okay, that's where I was getting confused because I was like, wait, what? Okay, so this is the scriptable object, renames the file, and then this is the instance, so to speak. Not quite, but you get what I'm getting at. Okay, so we rename this to timed arrive at task. Perfect. And then this probably needs to derive from arrive at task. And so what I was getting at earlier is you can see how like I'm duplicating a pattern here. And typically when you duplicate a pattern, like when you're duplicating patterns, you can often combine the patterns. And that's where my mind is going right now. But let's get this working first, and then oftentimes when you get something working, the process of getting it to work will help you see how you can improve it. Trying to improve it beforehand, sometimes it's good. Sometimes it helps to actually just implement it in the straightforward way. Okay, let me pay attention right here. Okay, all right. The Miss Henna says $2, pretty cheap. Where can I pay? So, if you would like to donate $2 to the Addy Goes Places stream, you can literally there's a button it's right underneath the chat. It has a dollar sign on it. As a matter of fact, I'll show you. Let me close my let me do this really quick. Let me close my Naughty Boy browser. And let me bring up my Good Boy browser. All right, I'm going to bring up my Good Boy browser. Okay, there it goes. I'm going to bring up my Good Boy browser. Okay, I can bring this back. And then literally, okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go here, but we're going to go here, right? We're going to go to, and this is presumably, oh, wait. Okay, why doesn't it? Oh, it does. Okay, presumably you're on this page, right? And you're like looking at me and you're thinking like, man, he is handsome. Like he is a good looking man. Like you're thinking like I would do things to that man. And that's personally what Not Sure and Matthew are thinking. But no, right here, this dollar sign right here, you click that and then you go to super chat. And then you have to max this out. This slider, you just slide this all the way to the right, and then you just ignore everything else. But you slide it all the way to the right, and then you'll have to enter some credit card information. But that's just to verify you're an adult. It's going to say something like, "Oh, we're charging you $500," but it's April Fool's Day, right? It's always April Fool's Day at Google, so don't even pay attention to that. Not sure. Okay, requests require a tip. Yes. Okay, Addy, can you roll your sleeves up for me? You'll be surprised what I do for $2, Lisa. Okay, between the heart. Okay, Matt, Not Sure is explaining where it is, and then Miss Henna says Matthew promised. Matthew promised what? What did he promise? I'm so confused. Okay, let's get back because we're actually programming, guys. Like we're actually programming. Maybe it's the fact that I'm not playing music. Maybe that's why. Okay. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at the arrive at task, not the arrive at task scriptable object. I'm getting hungry, boys. I like once again, I'm getting hungry. I don't know if I will be streaming tomorrow night because I am unexpectedly heading to my mother's tomorrow. I'm going to head there tomorrow. Maybe I'll stream tomorrow night. I don't know. Okay, so this is what the arrive at task looks like. So what we need is we need this, I know. I can't remember why it's private. I don't remember why this is private. I think maybe because typed data is public. I think that's why. I honestly don't remember. Okay, so we have this. So this is actually going to be a right. So this is giving us access into the scriptable object. Why are you red? Why are you red? Oh, and why is it named times arrive at? No, timed. Oh, you idiot. God, you're an idiot. Okay, timed arrive at task. There we go. Okay. Now we should be good if I fix the D here. Sometimes you just need the D, right, Lisa? Right, Henna? Sometimes a little D will fix everything. Okay. All right. No. I'm talking about the letter, okay? And Henna and Lisa understand because they both have a small D in their name. That's what I'm talking about, okay? I know they wish they had a big D. Ha! No. Okay. All right. Just calm down. Just stop it, you perverts. Okay. All right. So we want the timed at scriptable object time limit. There we go. Easy. Okay. I think we'll just. I had something in arrive at task that was just basically a convenience thing, which was this right here. So we can do the same thing. So we'll just do public float, and then no, it will be time limit, and then that's exactly what we're gonna do. Why is that? Let's see this. Okay, why is that not working? What did I forget to do? Public float. Okay, literally, what did I forget to do? Timed arrived at task. Time limit here. Okay. Ambiguity between timed arrived task data and time. What? Timed arrived. Okay. I have done something. As far as I can tell, that is saying the same exact thing. Okay. All right. I don't know if I can make this any bigger, but okay. What I can do is I can do F7. Okay. And it should give me an error here. The type timed arrive at task already contains a definition for data. Oh, do I need to do an override? I think I need to put override. No. Oh, it's because I'm not. Oh. Okay. You see what happened here? Is because I'm inheriting from arrive at task, which already defines this data here. So this ambiguity, but I should be able to fix that with. How do you do that? What's the syntax for that in C#? To basically say this one. I forget the syntax. Like, I know this is not it, but this is what I want to do. I'm going to show you what I want to do. I forget the syntax. I can't remember the syntax in C++ either. Like, I want to do it like that, right? Like, basically, I want to. There's a way to do it. Fix. Oh, my stars and garters. Okay, stop. Okay, right here. What happened? Fix this to reference data field. Okay, let's see. Remove this. I think the ambiguity. Okay. Oh, wait. Data is private, so the ambiguity would go away if I removed this. Okay. But there's a way to explicitly do it, too. Remove this line. No, that's not what I want. Yeah, I didn't think that. Okay. It didn't make sense to me either. Okay. Okay, do you simply do. No, I didn't think so. That's interesting. This is an interesting little problem. I'm trying to remember how. I don't even remember the syntax in C++. Oh, the syntax in C++ is what I would do in C++ is I would do this. I would. I think I would just do this, right? Like I would do that and then time limit. And then this is saying the data field from the class timed at task. Obviously, that does not work here. I don't think this is it either. No. Okay, I'm going to have to ask AI since nobody is helping, since nobody is of help. Okay, let's ask Gemini. In C#, I have a data field in a base class called base that is private. And I have another data field in a derived class called derived. So it's like class, I'm just going to be explicit, class derived public base. And inside a function in derived, I want to explicitly reference the data in derived, but I cannot remember the syntax, and Matthew was of no help. How do I do that? And for my reference, how would I explicitly reference the one in base? I have gotten very laxed with my typos. Oh my, okay. This dot data. No. Oh, base and this. Okay. I had this initially. Huh. But wait a minute. Wait. So the linter error is very weird. Look at this. Okay, I gotta look at this carefully. I'm gonna look at this in Visual Studio. Whoa, it's a little too big. I bet Lisa and Hannah have never said that. Look, ambiguity between timed at arrived. Look. Okay, this is what I thought. It's like saying there's ambiguity between X and X. They're the same thing. What a weird error. Oh, my stars and garters. What is happening? Okay. All right. I think the smart thing to do is probably just to derive this from task. I am a little perplexed about that, though. That is interesting. It's interesting. I think we'll just do it. Okay. All right. Sorry, just paying attention over there for a minute. Okay. I think we'll just duplicate. I mean, there's not really a lot to duplicate here, right? There's it's just, there's not a lot. So I think we'll just, right, we're just going to do this essentially. We can get rid of all of this. I'm going to change the scriptable object as well. So let me see. I want to pull this out here. Timed arrived at task is going to be here. Wait a minute. That's not right. Is that right? It is right. Okay. I should probably put this public. And then this is just going to be task scriptable object. Okay, and then that goes away. Then this timed at task. Okay, so this is the actual class. Okay, so that's there. That's there. Okay, so we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. All right. Okay, so this should just go away here. And so that goes away. Arrived at distance, host transform, and then arrive. Okay, and then that's the constructor. So I need to rename that. That will take this type of scriptable object as a parameter. And then nothing else there. Okay, perfect. Perfect. I do see a problem. A potential problem. Okay, maybe no. There's no problem, I don't think. Where's the constructor? Here's the constructor. Okay, so we just set data. Okay, perfect. And there should be no... What is it? Elysian? I can never pronounce that word. There should be no data loss from type Elysian? Elysian? I don't know how to pronounce it. Type. Is this it? No. Maybe it's a C++ thing. No, it's not. Type Elysian. Copy Elysian. Copy Elysian is the only allowed optimization of C++. Okay, it's a compiler optimization technique that eliminates unnecessary copying and moving. Okay. Oh, okay. I see. All right, let me see. Okay, like I'm sorry, but I'm still dealing with my being a little bitch. Me being a little bitch, right? Like in case anybody's listening, it's me. I'm being the little bitch over here. But sometimes, like, there's two things you can do when you're acting like a little bitch, right? You can stop acting like a little bitch and apologize for acting like a little bitch. Like that's what you can. That's probably the preferred method. That's the first method, and also probably what I would recommend to most people. The other thing you can do is embrace it. Just embrace it. You just embrace it and you go with it. I'm being a little bitch. Like you just go for it, right? Like Lisa and Hannah, they don't know what I'm talking about. Well, they know what I'm talking about from the receiving end of another person being a little bitch, right? Because they got to deal with men. They got to deal with men all the time. And like, so men, when a woman's being like, I think being a little bitch in that sense, in the sense that I'm talking about it, women can't really do it, right? Because I don't want to say why, but like we women really can't be a little bitch because they kind of already are, but they can't be a little bitch, right? But like men can be a little bitch. So Hannah and Lisa, if they're still listening, they have to put up with men being a little bitch from time to time. So they know what I'm talking about. But I think they have both tapped out, so it's all right. Okay. Okay, so we have this timed.arrive task, timed arrive at task. Basically the same task, but we just got to time it. Okay, so manual update, so base complete. And then we would basically, so what we have to do is, I think the tasks have a start, because we don't necessarily, I can't remember if we create them ahead of time or not, but they have a start, and that's where we would essentially start the timer. Okay, easy. All right. Trying to think of how I want to do this. Let me think for a minute. I got to think. Because I'm thinking ahead. I'm thinking about how I want to, because you're going to have a timer. You're going to have a timer on top of the screen. So I'm thinking whether or not I just want to draw it inside of here, or if I want to, yeah, I think that's the smart thing to do. I think. Okay, let's just calm down for a minute and let's push forward. All right. Sorry, I got to get to my little bitchness over here. All right. All right. Perfect. All right. Just embracing it. Why do I have 7 emails? Wait a minute. So I'm going to my mother's tomorrow, and I told you how I have recently been into espressos. So excuse me, I had a bunch of espresso delivered to my mother's because I'm gonna need the espresso at her house. I'm gonna need it. It's gonna be rough. I love my mom. I'm actually happy to see my mom. And the next week, next weekend I'm gonna see my dad. I haven't seen either of my parents in a long time, especially my dad. I haven't seen my dad in over a year. I feel bad because he only lives like an hour away. All right. So we have to override start. This is good. We have a mini map icon, so we can assign that. And let's see. So this instantiates the minimap icon, data location. What is that? Data minimap icon. Is that the... What? I don't think I don't think I ever did the collect item goal. We never implemented it, right? I see we have. Wow. Okay. All right. Man, what a shitty programmer. Okay. We start the message. Here's the minimap icon. We set the state to in progress. Go me that I had the foresight to actually put a state object into the task. And then we have a callback. I don't remember why we need the callback, but I can see how it would be useful. I can see that. Okay. All right. So what we need to do is when we start the task, we need to start the countdown, right? Okay. I assume this manual update is called every frame. It's been a minute. Let's see. Task handler async. Okay. Yes. It is called every frame. Is this asynchronous? Wait a minute. Why don't I have a task handler? Oh, okay. Serial and asynchronous. Okay. I'm not exactly buying the fact that this is asynchronous. I'm not. Okay. Task handler serial. We got that. Okay, so and then task handler async. Manual update. Okay, so where are these manual updates called? Mission manager. Okay. All right. Mission manager. Oh, okay. So it's not that the updates are called asynchronously. It's that you can have multiple tasks of a mission be active asynchronously. That's what it is. Okay. I have to pee because I've been drinking soda. I'm gonna go pee. I'm gonna leave you with some Hodad's music. I'm not gonna leave you with any copyright music. Let me find something to play for you. Let me see. Hodad's. This is definitely going to drive the people away. Is what this is going to do. Okay. Sitting here on bended knee. All right. I'll be right back.
I feel like Bono. Sitting here on bended knee, sitting here on bended knee, sitting here on bended knee, I pray to thee. Sitting here on bended knee, sitting here on bended knee, sitting here on a bended knee, sitting here on a tended knee, sitting here is my tendency, sitting here is what I do for thee, sitting here is my tendency, staring at the sky, staring at your mind, staring for your eyes, staring for your mind, sitting here on bended knee, sitting here on bended knee, sitting here on bended knee, what I do for you, do for me, do for thee, do for the civils, do for the civils, do for the civils, do to get ready, do you not go, 40 get ready, now go, cat, go, a Scatman, a Scatman, a Scatman, searching for your information, searching for my perspiration, searching at the little ball, searching at the little ball, searching for a mind,
Searching for the time. Searching for the thing that will define my mind. Sitting on bended knee. Sitting on bended knee. Sitting's my tendency. Sitting's all right for thee. Sitting's all right for thee. Sitting's all right for thee. Oh, God, what a great song. Sean's lyrics were great. Wait. This isn't where he says it. Pray to thee. Oh, and oh, and oh, and oh, and. That's what maybe, just maybe, I'll switch me. Oh, God, it was so good. Okay, I just got to finish the song. Oh, my little problems. Oh, that little poo. Okay. Thought I heard my dog come in here. All right, let me get over to my little. Okay, let me see. All right. Okay. Cybersecurity has been added to the list of reasons the Virginia governor can call upon the state militia. Under what circumstance? Oh my God! Wait, what is that? Wait! Whoa! Oh Jesus! Did I ruin? Oh man! I think I killed the. Wait. Actually, this is really nice because I'm not automatically ending the stream. Wait, hold on. Okay. I should be back live. All right. Am I back? I should be back. Hopefully I'm back. Let me know if I'm back. I think I'm back. Am I back? Okay. I have something I need to take care of. It's not super urgent. Oh, my stars and garters. Why does this thing freeze up? It's strange. It's strange. Touching the camera causes it to turn off. Yeah, I know. Oh, and now it's... Oh, okay. I'm going to unplug it and plug it back in. And then I have to... But it's nice because I can restart Streamlabs without the stream ending. Wait up. Wait. Give me a sec. I'm trying not to injure myself here. Trying not to... Okay, wait, there. Okay. All right. This goes over here. Okay. I think I see part of the issue. All right, wait. I'm fixing it. Okay. Now, I got to restart Streamlabs, and I'll be right back. first, let's make sure I can touch the camera without the stream ending, which I think I can. I mean, like, so far, so good. Okay, okay, perfect. Okay, now, check this out. This is what I wanted to show you. That doesn't look good. Do you see that? Yeah. Okay. I just noticed that. I just noticed it. I'm going to try and take care of this. I'm going to try and take care of this on camera. Okay. All right. I can't quite get it angled up there. But did you see what I'm talking about? All right. I need to find something. Oh wait, I got the perfect thing. Okay. I don't think it's inside. Oh God, it fell inside. Oh Jesus. Ah! Ah! Okay, I threw it outside. Okay, I think we're good. I think I'm okay. I think we're alone now. Okay. That kind of terrified me, honestly. If I'm being honest, boys, that scared me. It's the most excitement I've seen in weeks. All right. Let's see if we can do some programming. Let's get back to things. All right. Still being a little bitch. Still, just I'm just in a little bitch mood, I guess. Okay. All right. So the async is not async updating of missions, which is why I'm like, wait, what? Like, why is that named async when it's obviously not asynchronous? So let's just do this. Okay, so we have. Wait, arrived distance. What is arrived distance? Okay, that's the distance, the minimum distance you have to be to the target location to actually have arrived at the distance. And then we have the float, we have the time limit, which is the data time limit, and then the transform. Okay, so that's all there nice and easy. Okay. Now, we want to have some type of private, I guess, time elapsed. Yeah, I guess that's fine. I was going to do time remaining. I prefer to do countdowns, but whatever. So we need to override the start that is inside a task. Yeah, public. Okay, so we call base. All right, actually, okay. Yeah, I guess if we do time elapsed, we actually don't need to override start. So I'm going to kind of rely on the AI here to fill in the blanks here. Okay, let's see. Time elapsed is going to equal plus equals time delta time. I always forget. Oh, okay. Delta time is the time that's the interval in seconds from the last frame to the current one. Okay, got it. Okay, so and then perfect. Okay, this looks fine to me. I thought we did have a. This is saying fail, but I thought we did have a. Okay, complete. False. Okay. So if time elapsed is great, okay, I mean, that literally should be it, right? That should be it. The only thing we need to do now is just update how much time we have left. That's kind of why I wanted to have a time, how much time we have left counter. Let's do this. Let's do it that way. What? No. Yes, that's what I want. Now, why is this? Okay, no. Time. Well, that should work too, but a field initializer cannot reference a non-static field method or property. Really? Seriously? All right. All right, fine. We'll just do it in the constructor. Can I do this? Yeah, looks like I can. Okay, that's good. Wait, no, I can't. Okay, wait. Whoa. Matthew says you'll want to use unscaled delta time if you don't want game speed to affect it. What is game speed as opposed to speed? I guess I'm a little confused as to what is the difference between delta time and unscaled delta time. In Unity, what is the diff between time delta time and time unscaled delta time? Okay, both properties represent the time elapsed since the last frame, but they react differently to game state and time bending effects. Okay. Oh, so... Okay, well, wait a minute. Okay, because you can actually... Isn't it fairly easy to, like, if you have, like, some effect that slows down time? Well, no, actually. No. Like, okay. I don't quite understand how that worked. Like, pausing was actually a lot more simpler than I thought it was, which I was grateful. I was very grateful about that. It just was simpler than I thought it was to just halt updates and stuff. Okay, delta time. Movement should stop when the game is paused or slowed during slow-mo effects. It doesn't tell me what it is. Player move. It doesn't. That literally doesn't tell me what delta time is. Ugh. Okay, I like the chart. Delta time. Best use case. Character movement, projectiles, game timers. Affected by pause and slow-mo. Yes. Capped by Unity. Yes. Capped in what sense? Unscaled delta time. Pause menus. I still don't understand what the difference is. Okay, I'm going to read this. I'm going to read the detailed explanation. Delta time. This is the clock your game characters live by. It is affected by time scale. Isn't the time scale what I set to 0 for pausing? Which is why it's perfect for gameplay. If you set time scale to 0 or 0.5 for slow motion, delta time will report half of the actual real world time that's passed. What? So delta time is like game time. So a second of delta time would be a second to a character in the game. Unscaled delta time is the clock you live by. It completely ignores. Okay. All right. So delta time. I feels like I would want delta time. It feels like I would want to use delta time, Matthew, because unscaled delta time if I pause. Okay, let me start over. Okay. Delta time is the time that the characters live by, right? So if I'm a character in the game, 1 second of delta time is equal to one. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. I'm ignoring Matthew because he's just going to confuse me more. Okay. All right. Delta time is character time. So time scale by 0.5 means, okay, I think I got it. Of actual real world time is delta time will report half of the actual. No, it would report double. Why am I having such a hard time with this? Okay, so let me see. We got 0, we got 1, we got 2, we got 3. If these are clocks, if this is... Okay, let's say time scale is 0.5. So that would be slowing things down, right? So let's say, okay, so that means that if things are slowed down, if 1 second is passed by clock time, but the time scale is 0.5, that means that this is going to be 0.5. That means that 1 second of... The thing that's fucking me up is because it's supposed to tell you the time between frames. The time between frames, even if you're in slow-mo, it's still painting the frames the same rate, I would imagine. It's just doing the call to up. If you pause time in-game, unscaled will still continue. Delta time will also pause. I would want delta time to pause in this instance. Right? Because if I say, okay, you've got 10 minutes to accomplish this goal, that's not necessarily 10 minutes of clock time. That doesn't mean that... So it sounds like what you're saying, like if I did what you said... and I pause the game and walk away for 20 minutes and then come back, I will have failed the mission. Whereas if I use delta time, I have 10 minutes of game time. So that's you confused me when you say I want to use unscaled delta time, because with the explanation as I understand it, I want to use delta time. And I also want to know why this is not working. There is no argument given that corresponds to the required... Okay, task. Time left. But I assumed you want it real time. I don't know. Well, no, it's a timed mission, but I would want to honor the pause menu, right? I would want to honor the pause menu. Like, don't most games do that? Like... If you have a timed mission in a single player game and then you pause it, I would imagine it pauses the timer that's counting down. Am I wrong? My wife's home. Let me go say hi to her. I'll be right back. I'm gonna play some more Hodads. Let me play. God, I need... Okay, stroke books. All right, I'll be right back. Is it playing? There we go. I'll be right back.
This is not Dante's last stand. This is not his last meal.
Maybe get yourself a little. I used to know all the words. And again, this was a completely improvised band. So everything you hear, not that the music is great. I fucking love the music. But it was all improvised. Like this song, just like, let's go. Just press record and start playing music. And this is what happened. This is a good song. I'm trying to find some of my favorite songs. Let's see. Tap the Lines. This was a good song. I'm turning it up a little bit. Wait, it kicks in. Just give it a minute. I haven't heard this in 15 years. 10. Oh, this is not Sean singing this one. I forgot about this. This is Brendan. I'll talk about Brendan in a minute. They're all coming for me. Oh, it sounds terrible. I fucking love it. No, but this isn't the song I was thinking of. I'm turning it down. Don't worry, not sure. I'm turning it down. There was a song that the drummer remixed, and I don't remember what it was. This is it. Much. All right. I'm not going to torture you guys with this. And besides, with my luck, I'm going to get a copyright notice. Okay. All right. So now that we have figured out the weirdness with Delta time, like I said, I'm pretty sure we want Delta time. Okay. So Delta time minus, okay, that's going to equal that. That means that this is going to flip. Everything else remains the same. And the reason I want to use time left is that should be a good way to notify whatever UI element we have that, hey, like this is what you're gonna to update the text essentially. I guess the best way to do that is to just attach the UI element to the scriptable object. Yes. Right? So we have a timed arrive task scriptable object. We would put it here. Now, it has been a minute since I've done Unity programming, but we would have public. What would it be? It would be a UI. Would it be game object? It's literally I'm literally struggling because I don't remember. I'm just going to go to bottom typewriter and then look at the stuff it has here. Canvas group text. I guess it could be a Text Mesh Pro. Text Mesh Pro, and then this, but I want to make it nullable, and then this will be time text, right? And then we'll just set it to null by default. And the reason I want to make it nullable is because we might not always want to use it. Oh, for fuck's sakes. What did I do? What? Don't even start with me, Matthew. I've got the tie on. Do not make it. Yes. Oh, that's right. I forgot. Well, first of all, I'll make it nullable if I fucking want to. All right. I am little bitching out today. So I will little bitch out if I want, and I will little bitch out on you. So don't even try it. Okay. All right. For the love of England. Look, talk to the white girl because the black girl ain't listening. No. All right. Just calm down. Calm down. I remember I had this crush on this. This was like in second grade. I had this crush on this God, this little girl. She was black. I wanted to say little black girl, but that sounds wrong. A little girl who happened to be black, but it's okay because I was a little boy. All right, all right. So stop. In second grade, I had this crush on this girl. I was 7. She was 7. So just calm down. And I remember, so like I paid a lot of attention to her, and I just remember like her and like the other like black girls. I just remember one of them saying something like that, like, you know, talk to the white girl because the black girl ain't listening. And I loved it. I thought it was hilarious. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. Let's calm down. Let's calm down. Okay. All right. Okay. Fine. Fuck you, Matthew. But the problem with not making it nullable, okay, all right. Or did we cover this already? Oh, I think that's right. We did cover because I think like game object will automatically compare against null. So so it'll do a null check. Okay, so let me see. Because what I'm getting at is I want to do this essentially. I want to blah, 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 blah. I guess we can update here. If data time text not equal null, and don't you fucking dare put that bracket on the same line. I bet you Matthew puts the bracket on the same line. You know he does. You know he does. Okay, so I don't know what this text is going to do so far, but we'll just go with it for now. Time of cup of tea. See you in the kitchen. All right, fine. Work standards pushed that out of me. Wait, they pushed what out of you? What did they push out of you? Did they wait? Does work actually want the bracket on the open bracket on a new line? Because that's literally the only way to do it. And I would tell you that like if they were like, no, the new bracket, it needs to be on the same line. Bracket position, yes, new line. Good. And C, like, because I feel like that's one of those one of those college things, or as you English people call it, uni. One of those things you learn at uni, like, because that's a very like British English thing. Oh yes, I went to uni. I learned that at uni. Like very uni, very British. I mean, and so there's that, and then so in C#. The equivalent of the using is include, right? And so you'll have something like include, I don't know, string, right? And then I don't remember the exact syntax. It's been a while, but let's just do this, right? Okay. So what I'm saying here. No, Jesus Christ. Calm down, AI. Just calm down. Hello world. Okay. And then actually this would just be, is it IOStream? I forget. Okay. But one of the things that they teach in uni, which I fucking hate, is so this STD, this is like a namespace, right? This is basically like a class name. So if you had like class dog, and I'm just going to do this, you could, and then no. But then dog had oh God. But then dog had a function in it. We're just going to call it, I can't even remember how to like bark. Okay. AI is doing bark. So if it was a static function, right? You could do dog bark, just like the AI is trying to do dog : bark. That's all that this is. So the STD and it's also a namespace. So you can also do, let's say, namespace animals, right? And then the class dog is inside of the namespace. I think there's namespaces in C#. I don't remember offhand. But so you could do that. And so now you would just do animals : dog : bark, right? If you spell it correctly, it should be fine. I spelled it incorrectly, but there you go. Animals. Okay. You're with me so far. So a shortcut you can do is you can do using namespace animals. And then that way, that saves you this. You can do that, right? Okay. All right. Easy enough. But you have, like anything in programming, you have to use it responsibly. You have to use it responsibly. And so in uni, I'm going to keep calling it uni. One of the things that you constantly see is this. Oh, and even worse. Okay, yeah. This is a huge no-no, a massive no-no. You do not do this. It's legal. There's not the compiler will compile it just fine, but you do not do that. This STD, it doesn't stand for the type of STD that Not Sure is all too familiar with. No, it's standard. The standard library. Now, here's a pop quiz to the junior programmers in the crowd. Can you tell me why? Tell me why this is a bad idea. Come on. All right. There we go. Okay. So, can you tell me why this is a bad idea? Come on, Matthew. What's it if someone else sues the same? Yes, it's because of name collision. Name collision is why you don't want to do this. But you see all the fucking time people doing this. And then you go on I guarantee you, if you go on Reddit, you will find like 500 threads, probably 500,000 threads saying, is it really that bad if I do using namespace STD? And people are like, yes, don't do it. Don't, you know what? I'm going to prove myself right because I love proving myself right. In C++, is it bad to use namespace STD? Wait a minute. Yes, it is generally considered bad practice. Why do all guidelines use using namespace if it's supposedly really bad practice? It's because it's old language. Old language has a lot to do with it as well. What is the problem with using namespace STD? Using namespace STD. So don't do it. Actually, I always thought it was funny because I'd be at work, right? And then I'd have to, because STD, again, is the standard library. So you would often, and I remember, like, you have various types of types in the standard library. So you would sit here and you could be like, okay, STD list being a container type in the standard library. Well, you don't normally get what you're expecting. Okay, well, in this case, I do. Probably because Google knows me. But I think if most people typed STD list, you're not going to get a C++ reference. You're just not going to get a C++ reference if you're talking about STD list. Matthew says, I use many names similar to Unity. I do too. Like with Task, right? Like with Task. Okay, so what we need to do now is I think I already added I think I did it this morning. Did I do it last night on the stream? I don't remember. This. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait. Did I already add it? I did. God damn, I'm a genius. And it's even, God, I swear, like, I am just constantly impressing myself. It's amazing. Okay. Hey, look, at least I'm impressing somebody. All right. So just give me that. Just give me that. Can you just give me that? All right. So what is it we wanted to do? Okay. We want to we have the plumbing in place. Let's actually hook it up and turn on the faucet and see if it works. So we need to set up a task. God, it is so bleak in here without music. All right, just for you guys, I'm gonna play some music. It's just so quiet, right? It's just okay. So I was looking for more copyright free music. So let's try this. We're gonna try this music. And also, this is very tense, right? Like, those movies where the hacker It's like the hacker is like, oh, the hacker's got to get it done in time, or the world's going to blow up, man. You got to do it, man, or the world is resting on your shoulders. You got to compile that, man. All right. So let's see. We're going to go over here. Goals. Where's my time? Oh, wait. Time that arrive. Is that it? Let me know if the music's too loud. Where is the... It's here. Do I need this? I don't think I need this. I do need that. Okay. So these should both be here. Right? Oh, goal types. It should be task types. Okay, so these, can I do Control X in this view? Okay, it looks like I can. Good. Easy. All right, we'll put it there. Okay, so that's the timed arrive at. Okay. All right, we got to give it a second. This is very, very tense. It's so tense. It actually says tense music compilation. All right. So I gotta pay some attention. Just give me 30 seconds, okay? Over here, gotta pay attention over here for a second. Okay. Okay, so we should see the scriptable object appear in here. Oh, okay. I think I put it in the wrong place. Yeah. It should be under create, or it should be game goals is where it should be. Game goals. God, I am hungry. Wait a minute. All right, boys. This is serious work right here. This is serious. Like, that's why I got quiet all of a sudden, because it's tense. Again, it's tense. See, it even says on the screen, it's tense. It's tense. No, but my goal is to actually finish this before we end the stream tonight. Like to actually at least maybe not get it complete, but like to have some type of working something, right? Like it. Just give me that, okay? Just give me that. Timed arrive task, perfect. So this is the 0. We're going to call it 01 get home task. Okay. So we come over here. And so we're going to name it, I don't know, get home. And then the description. You have 10 minutes to get home with a bunch of exclamation points. Go. You have to get home. Okay, success message, you did it. And then the failed message, you failed. You're a failure. You're a failure. That's why your dad never loved you and pretends he only has 2 sons and forgets about you all the time because you're not really his favorite. Okay, that there's nothing personal there. It's just I'm just trying to make sure we have a nice long explanation for that. Okay. So we had the mini. Okay, so we can just do mini map icon. Okay. The location is actually X, Y, and Z. I feel like we could do better, but let's not worry about it. Okay, let's just do this building, right? We'll just do that. Position. So that's going to be 68110. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm never going to remember that. All right. 681.10.364. 681.10.364. 681.10.364. 681, 681, 681, 10, 364. Okay, Goldmar, Starker, arrive distance. Let's make it time limit, time text. So this is where we need to put this. Is that not a Text Mesh Pro GUI thingy? Now, why isn't this working, Matthew? So this object has a Text Mesh Pro GUI child, and it's still not. It still won't let me. All right. One sec. I got to pay some attention over here. Okay. All right. So we got that taken care of. Okay. I mean, I suppose I could make the Text Mesh Pro a child of this. Right? Like disable this, just add this. At least I thought I could. Where is it? UI? Is it under UI? UI. Okay, Text Mesh Pro. Okay, message. This feels... Okay, I'm going to clean this up in a second, okay? Just give me a second. Inner message. All right. Easy. Easy. Okay, so now I should be able to come back over here and then drag this to this. Nope, still can't. Okay. Text Mesh Pro GUI. Wait a minute. Okay. You can't drop a T-time object onto a project object. Oh, it's because it's a scriptable object and it's not actually instantiated. Okay, I get it. I'm trying to basically, I get it. Okay, a real time. I can't put a real time variable into a type, essentially. Okay. All right. So I guess we need to. No, it's not a real time object. It's a T time object. I like that. It's a T time object. You know what? I'm going to stop the music, and that'll be a good experiment, because if the first few minutes, so I played it for 9 minutes and 29 seconds. So if the first if I get copyright from that, then I know that this video is shit and not to use it again. If I don't, then I'm gonna bookmark it anyway, and I know to use this again. All right, perfect. Okay, so how do I want to do this? Oh, wait. No. How do I do it now? I guess it's because of the mission manager. The mission manager is on the player, and then I use a series of callbacks. That's just why I was thinking of the callback originally. Matthew says, I'd use a singleton timer. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'd use a singleton timer service that handles the countdown, and task handler accesses the scriptable object. So this script. Okay. Well, let's start. There's another question I'm not exactly sure of. So let's go to this. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I want to do that. That makes sense. Okay. And so I guess what Mission Manager is doing is instantiating the tasks. Let me make sure of that. I mean, I would imagine it has to. Initialization, create mission from scriptable object, current mission. Okay, so that's exactly what it's doing. Okay. The thing I don't like, I'm not thrilled about this because what's the implication you ever watch It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and there's the episode about the implication and so, but anyway, but the implication here is that no. So I have a type, but it needs to talk to a instantiated variable. And what Matthew is saying is to use, let's simplify it down to a singleton. The reason I'm not crazy about that is, well, it's a singleton. Not crazy about that. Although this project, I have noticed that singletons do come in handy. But now for any timed arrive task, it's married to that text object, and it's not easy to have the time task do something else. I guess it's not the worst thing. Okay, give me a sec. Makes sense for Mission Manager to handle the mission's timer display. Yeah, I think so. But then you get into like, okay, is Mission Manager, it's going to like, is it going to have like a timer? I guess it will have a timer display. Okay, let's think about this for a minute. There's got to be an easier way to do this. There's got to be a better way to do this. There's got to be a better way to do this than like what some junior engineer from England suggests. I'm kidding, Matthew. I'm kidding. You know, I like to give you a hard time. No. This is the kindler, gentler Addy. I am a more kind. I'm a more gent. That's why I said gentlemen. We are gentlemen. In Nomads, I'll be spawning timers alongside mission data. Right. But assume that, like, so again, like so the mission is a mission in this model, a mission is composed of one or more tasks. So imagine you had multiple tasks, each having its own timer. Right. So let's say you had 3 different points and you had to get to 3 different points. I guess that doesn't make sense. Ugh, all right. Because I guess if you had to get to 3 different points within a time limit, it doesn't make sense for each one to have its own separate timer. I'm trying to think like if that would make sense in any kind of like game scenario. And I can't think of where it might make sense in a game scenario. So. Oh, look at that. Matthew tipped $2. Well, Matthew, thank you. And guys, if you would like to be like Matthew and tip $2, please do. Makes more sense for one task timer to finish the trigger than next. Well, yes, but what I'm saying is, and like what I'm saying is, I'm trying to think of a game scenario where you would have like, let me draw that out. I did bookmark the drawing thing, but it's right here too. So let's see. Like if you had task 1, right? And we'll go with 3. So you had task 2, and I bet you can't guess what this one is. Task W. You didn't see that coming, did you? All right, so you have task 1, 2, and W. And I'm just trying, and this is more of a question, right? Like, would I ever have an instance where I might have this, and then maybe I have bear with me, this, and then maybe I have, bear with me, this, and they're all counting down they're all counting down at the same time, right? So this is every like 1 second passes, this would be 9:59, this would be 19:59, and this would be 4:59. I'm just trying to think of like, and I'm not asking about the technical aspect of it. I'm asking like, can you think of a game scenario where you would have something like that? I'm thinking probably not. But I'm not a big gamer. As a gamer, that would stress me out. Well, that sounds like a good technique then. And I'm not even being funny, right? Like, as long as it's a good stress you out, like, oh shit, I really gotta lock in. I really gotta like lock in and actually do this. Like that sounds like a good kind of thing. It could be good for a game. But maybe, okay, let's support that if we have to. And I don't know that we have to right now. Because I think what would make more sense in most games, and in probably most game scenarios, is you would have, like, you have to do all of these tasks in one single timer, right? So you just have 10 minutes to do all 3 things. Okay. All right. Which actually, I'm trying to think, how would we do that? Like that gets tricky. But let's worry about that. Let's worry about that at some other point. Let's worry about that later. Okay, let's just okay. How do I want to, like, I guess I could just cheap out and just have, I could have a reference to, the text mesh object here, right? I hate it, but we could do it. Text mesh pro GUI. And we're just going to call this, I don't know, mission timer text, our task timer text. Okay. And then this would go away. You could have something like, I don't know, bool show timer true. For some reason in my mind, I'm like, okay, maybe there would be a time where I want to be a dick and I don't want to show the timer. That's easy enough to handle, right? You just simply do this. Oh, no, but we got to figure out what's going to go in here. So this would actually be data show timer. But we don't know what's going in here yet. Okay, task timer text. Okay, wait a minute. This still isn't. Is this a singleton? It's not a singleton. Why isn't it a singleton? It should be a singleton, I feel like, because now how am I going to reference it inside of here? I guess I just make it a singleton. I guess. Let's look and see where mission manager is used. Let's just see. Okay, that's nice. That's nice. It's not used in a lot of places. No. I think we're going to use one of my favorite things, but I don't know if this is a good idea or not. God damn, this rain is coming down heavy. Limmy Winks Spa, England. Weather. Is it Leamington Spa? I know I did Limmy Winks kind of as a joke. Do you know what Limmy Winks is? Leamington Spa, England weather. Okay. Yeah, looks like it's raining. Looks like it's raining. Royal Leamington Spa. It reminds me of look on. Don't do it on stream. Look up. Look on Reddit. Look up royalty treatment. That's what kind of what I was reminded of here. Royalty treatment Reddit. Just do a Google search for royalty space treatment space Reddit. I'll leave it at that. Actually, let me make sure that actually works. I'm going to do that off screen. Royalty treatment Reddit. Yeah, it works. It works. Does exactly what I thought it would. Yep. Okay. That's so if I say, Matthew, you deserve a little bit of the royalty treatment. You deserve some royalty treatment. Now you know what I'm talking about. Okay. I think what we can do is just do a callback. I'm not crazy about that either. I don't know how expensive callbacks are in C#. But wait a minute. Is a callback even going to work? I mean, we have this. On task started. On task completed. I feel like this should tell you on task completed should be whether it was successful or not, but we'll worry about that later. Oh, okay. So I set the task state. Okay. Nice Reddit, that is. Yes. That's why Matthew, you know what? I bet not sure. I bet he's busy right now getting the royalty treatment. Okay. I wish I was getting some royalty treatment. Jeez. Okay. Task. I'm not super crazy about this. What the hell? Stop. No, stop. Wow. Stop. Stop auto completing. Okay. On task tick. I don't even think that's going to do right. Nothing to do. No, that's not. But there was a weird. I remember there was some pattern. Oh, fuck. I'm going to have to remember it. I don't remember what it was, but I remember there was some pattern you had to use basically if you wanted to override an action, but I don't remember. Oh, but actually that might not be applicable here now that I think about it. On task ticked. See, yeah, this is where it gets shitty. You need like specialty. You need like a specialization. How do I want to do this? Because you would, I mean, like really what you need is an on-task timer. Like, I'm sorry. Oh my God. On task. I mean, like, if you want to be explicit, arrived at timer tick. Like, I hate that. I hate that. I mean, I guess we could just make mission. I guess we could just make mission manager a singleton, and then, oh God, that's. I'm going to think on this. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to think on this. I smell food cooking. I'm hungry. I'm tapping out a little early. I'm gonna let me. Oh, well, it's probably going to take me 15 minutes to check in the code because I haven't looked at. It's not that bad. It's not as bad as I thought it was. Okay, so we're just going to ignore game Unity. I mean, we're not going to ignore it. We're going to check it in without even thinking about it. And same with the terrain zero asset. collect item goal. What did I change? Okay, I just added a using statement. That's fine. This is another scriptable. Okay, that. Okay, I just removed some text. I can probably delete that. I can probably delete that eventually. Mission manager. This I want to stage that line, but this. Is that what I just typed out? That no, it's not. Yes, it is. No, it's not. That's what I was thinking about doing. Okay, let's skip that for now. So we're not going to check that in, and we'll check this. We'll just check all of this in. Working on an arrived at. Timed arrived at task. Task object. This was just a redistricting in chill. Oh shit. God, I'm a moron. All right. Yeah, no, my wife sees me in my shirt and she's like, "Why are you wearing a tie?" Like can a guy be fancy every once in a while? Like, come on. Jeez Louise. Like, why are you wearing a tie? Baby, I feel like dressing up. God. Matthew knows what I'm talking about. Every now and then, a guy wants to dress up and get the royalty treatment. What's the big deal? Holy moly. I'll tell you when to do that, Matthew. Or when I did it. First time that ever happened to me. I'm trying to be delicate here. It was a paid interaction. I mean, it was a birthday present to myself when I was 39. Now, I didn't pay specifically for that. It's just that the circumstances were there, and that's what ended up happening. But you know, when you're dealing with pros, you get the royalty treatment sometimes. So, anyway. Tomorrow night, I may be here. I may not. I don't know. The weekend probably won't be over on the weekend that much. If I'm not here tomorrow, I will do my best to stream on Monday, but I will be at my mother's house, so we'll see how that goes. But you do know, but we know now that doing the dual monitor setup with my Mac is what kind of caused all the problems. So maybe if I don't do that, maybe I'll be able to stream from my mother's house. So we'll see. I mean, like, I FaceTime with my mom all the time, and that is over her Wi-Fi, and it's just fine. It's perfectly fine. So hopefully streaming will be good. All right, boys. I'll see you on Monday. I love you. Take care. Have a good weekend if I don't talk to you, and I'll let me play some songs to take us out. Let me play them. Let me see. God, there's so many. Okay, Stroke Books. I think I already played Stroke Books. That's all right. All right, boys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.